If your workflows, like fee benchmarking, are still stuck in spreadsheets, there's a more efficient way to handle them. Imagine this: a competition researcher created right from a single prompt in Pitcrew Factory. Factory transforms that prompt into a structured, controlled workflow, complete with review points, compliance controls, and audit trails. Once it's all set up, your team can start using it. They can input firm and competitor details to generate actionable competitive insights. The output isn't just numbers. It includes an executive summary, a fee comparison matrix across competitors, a chart comparing fees by compensation type, detailed firm profiles, and highlights of disclosure differences across firms. Most firms understand that pricing is crucial. However, when a potential client questions the fees, responses often rely on memory, outdated spreadsheets, or incomplete competitor research. In the next few minutes, I'll guide you through how Pitcrew Factory aids operations teams at advisory firms. With just one prompt, you can create a functioning competition researcher that compares your firm's fee disclosures with those of competitors, all while maintaining oversight and control. All right, let's get started on building it. Begin by describing your intent in the chat box window. I'll guide Factory to create a competition researcher that will compare a firm's ADV Part 2A and CRS fee disclosures with those of competitor firms that we identify. Many workflow tools still rely on manual setup, technical mapping, or rigid configurations. But Pitcrew Factory simplifies the process. You just describe a workflow in plain language, and Factory will analyze the requirements and break them down into important steps. As you can see, my workflow requirements have now been divided into important steps. It clearly identifies the inputs, the processing steps, the tools it will need, and what the final output will look like. It asks for clarifications if there are any questions. Here it has asked me to review the specs. You can provide feedback if you want any changes to better align the workflow with your requirements. I'll click Yes to proceed. Now it's starting to build the competition researcher based on all the specs provided. As you can see, the competition researcher board is now ready. It consists of swim lanes and tasks, where swim lanes are the core steps in the workflow. For example, in this board, the swim lanes include data collection, fee extraction, fee structuring, and more. Each workflow step is then broken down into the tasks required to complete it. This provides teams with a clear view of how the workflow is constructed. This is important in regulatory environments where teams need to review, validate, and improve a process before it goes live. Since our board is ready now, let's ensure we test it before deploying. This is crucial for maintaining the integrity of the workflow. Click Test Run to verify that the workflow aligns with your needs. If something needs adjustment, you can provide feedback in the chat, and Factory will help teams modify the workflow without having to start over. Once the workflow runs successfully in testing, it's ready to deploy. Click Create Board tab to deploy it. Our competition researcher is now live. Let me show you how it operates. For this demonstration, I'll use the names of actual firms as examples, but these are just for illustrating the workflow. To generate a competitor pricing report, I'll first need the firm that wants the report and the competitors they want to compare against. Based on this workflow, I can do that in two ways. by searching for firm names or by using CRDs. Let's input the required information and generate the report. Once you've added all the information, click Start Run. Now the execution begins based on all the swim lanes, which are the core steps and the tasks described in each swim lane. And the fee benchmarking report is now ready. Remember, all of this is accomplished with simple prompts in just minutes. The result is a competitive insight that teams can actually utilize. The report provides a clearer view of where their fees stand in the market. It includes an executive summary, data sources and methodology, a fee comparison matrix, a comparison by compensation type, profiles of each firm, and key insights into where their pricing may need stronger justification and areas of risk and opportunities. Here's a high-level overview. Define the workflow. Let Factory organize it. Review and deploy the board. Finally, operate it using your firm's and competitors' CRD. The competition researcher you see here is just one example. Factory is crafted for teams eager to transform diverse workflow ideas into structured, actionable processes. Pitcrew Factory is particularly valuable for regulated firms. It enables teams to construct workflows they can review, test, and deploy, all while keeping permissions intact. It operates with audit trails, approval gates, and compliance guardrails, ensuring a secure and reliable process. From a simple prompt to a complete process, Pitcrew Factory offers teams a controlled method to build trustworthy agents.